I brought like this set of meal prep kits or whatever, and I've been meal prepping.
Oh, is it one of the things that they be advertising online?
No, this is just the containers, like not actual food or whatever. Like I'll make my own food. I don't give a fuck about that. So I've been meal prepping, and that's been helping a lot too. Like I'll buy like a big fillet of salmon, and I'll make it all, and then divide it up for like the next 3-4 days or whatever while I'm at work. Or like I'll make like 2 or 3 hamburgers and then cut them in half and have that for lunch or whatever. So instead of my bread, I've been using like romaine lettuce and stuff and like wrapping it around. And it's actually been really good. Like just make the whole burger and then just wrap it in a really big piece of lettuce, and it's been really good.
I mean, that sounds delicious and everything.
That's cool for you.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, we gonna fry my bread in butter, nigga. Like you said, you need that shame.
Yeah. Nah, so it's been straight. Like I said, I'm down 4 pounds. Then the scale I brought is actually cool because it came with an app and it's like Bluetooth. Yeah. So when I open the app and I weigh myself, it sends my weight to the app, and then it give me like my whole BMI breakdown or whatever. And the first time I was like, oh my God, I'm a slob. Like I am an obese slob. But then like when I set my goal, because like it might be unrealistic with my work schedule and like me not putting in full workout. My goal, I'm trying to lose 50 pounds.
50?
By my birthday. That's the goal. 50 by my birthday.
That's a lot.
But same thing my girlfriend's brother said. He was like, you're not going to be able to do it. And I'm like, I know I'm not. But I have to aim high.
Nigga, if you lose 50 pounds, how much are you going to weigh?
180.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Look, see, I'm about 230. Nigga, if I went down to 180, I would look sick. I would look ill.
But I'm trying to look good in my birthday picture.
Bro, you would look sick in your birthday picture. He like 50 Cent in that one movie, bro.
No, like, my BMI breakdown.
Bro, you ain't been 180 since I knew you, bro. No, you might have been.
Nah.
You was a chunky 6th grader, but
no, I wasn't. We gonna use that one picture from AJ Driveway, and we gonna see who was chunky. I was skinny.
I was skinny then too.
I was super skinny.
But nigga, we were kids. We ran every day.
Yeah.
Now we work every day. It's different.
Times have changed.
But man, everybody, welcome back to episode 13 of the Block Talk Podcast.
Welcome back to the block.
Yes, man. It's been a minute. Last time we was here was my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was your birthday.
It was.
That was a while ago. Yeah, that was almost damn near a month ago.
That was like 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Feels good to be back, man.
It feels good to be back. A lot of stuff happened, but I didn't remember. So I'm not even gonna try to talk about it. Yeah. Like we just go hit it with people with the current stuff, man. How things been for you? What's life been like?
Man, it's been cool. You know, like you said, birthday done passed. Me and my girl went to Kalahari. That was cool.
Dope.
We going to Chicago next week.
Yes, sir.
And that's pretty much it. Hey, what about you, man?
Working. Getting ready to. I'm slowly plotting like my escape. I'm like slowly.
Bro, that message yesterday had me dying. He said, I'm just trying to quit. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'm just thinking of ways to quit my job. Don't worry about it. That's all I do while I'm at work.
Bro, me too. Me too. I'm telling you, that's what I was at when I was at work. I'm like, man, let me try and find some sponsors or something, dog.
I'm just trying to find a way to quit my job. Like that's what and then I was joking with one of my coworkers walking in. I'm like, dude, I'm tired of this place. And this is yesterday. I'm like, man, I'm tired of this place. I'm tired of being here. And I'm like, look, man, I tell God every day, like, I'm not greedy. I just need one of me and my girl to make it. Like, not both of us. We don't both have to make it. Just one of us has to blow up.
So it's a team, baby.
Yeah, like I'm not upset. If I only get 10 points and she get 30, I am happy.
So you a beast move, Parker.
I would say I'm calling Brown. I'm saying every pick. Drop your 81, babe. Let's get it. Let's get it. Like, let's win this game. I am not selfish at all. Like, if I blow up, cool, I'm happy. If she blow up and I can quit too, cool. I'm happy.
Right.
Just got to be one of us.
Just one.
Just one. I'm not selfish.
Man, I'm telling you, and I'm telling you, I feel that I be at work all the time thinking, well, like, you know, if I can get some sponsors, then they can give me, if I get $100 here and like a couple $100 here, like, man, it
shouldn't be that bad.
It shouldn't, man. Something about putting in seatbelts, like I said, 700 times a day just make you question life, dog.
like you get in your own car and you put your seatbelt on. Am I getting paid for this?
Like, man, oh my God. Like, I'm serious. Like, my first week working there, when I got back in my car, I did not want to put my seatbelt on. I'm like, man, I'm gonna fly through this windshield, nigga, before I put another seatbelt together today, bro.
I refuse. If I'm not getting paid for it, I'm not doing it.
No, I'm playing.
No, that's legit though, man. That's legit. So, man, so I'm not gonna hold you up. I want to get right to it because I got my duck in there cooking my duck. So I want to get back to that as soon as possible.
Sure. So you want to get into this J. Cole review?
That's exactly where I'm going.
Good.
That's exactly where I'm going.
Good. I'm right there already. For you.
Obviously, you like the times has changed when Drake dropped, I'm in your seat. When J. Cole dropped, you in my seat. So,
you don't know what seat I'm in.
It's fine.
You don't know what seat I'm in.
The energy was right when you. Last week we were supposed to record and stuff happened.
Yeah, that was Popeye's fault.
And I was like, and I'm like, look, man, you already on BS. I know. So.
I wasn't even on no BS. I was just saying I heard the album and I'm saying we should go ahead and talk about it.
And I brought it up outside talking to our girlfriend. He's like, let's save it for the pod. I'm like, this nigga on some BS.
No, I'm just saying let's save it for the pod.
All right. So look, I love the album. Like, I'm super happy for him to be back, for Cole to be back with the off season. Amazing album. Is like, it doesn't sound like, you know, some regular. It really don't sound like he had a message like he did in his last couple albums. Like with KOD, he clearly had a message. With For Your Eyes Only, he clearly had a message. But this one, this one just sound like, hey, I'm finna get in the booth and rap. Y'all want to rap? Come on, let's rap. Like, that's what it sounded like. Yep. So I was like super excited about that. Like not even the first 3 minutes of the album, and I had to cut it off. I'm like, I didn't wake up and choose this violence. like I didn't wake. It's 7:30 in the morning, Cole. Like, I didn't wake up for this kind of violence. Like, gotta cut this off. Like, Killer Cam, come on.
That was a hard intro.
Killer Cam can't come on at 7:30 in the morning, bro.
Right. So he chose violence.
Yes, man. I had to cut it off for a second. Like say this for noon at least. So, but yeah, so some of my favorite tracks, of course, is like the interlude. The intro was really good. Those are like the two standouts to me. The Amari, was it freestyle? I guess it was. But yeah, it's solid body of work. I wish it was a few more songs. Like he could have gave us 15. He gave us 12. He could have gave us 15. I would have been happy with 15. But I'm cool with that. What you got?
Bro, I feel like Skip Bayless right now.
Because I'm telling you. Look. Because you on the other side.
Look. I appreciate J. Let me talk directly into the mic. I appreciate J. Cole. No, I think J. Cole is great. I think J. Cole is top 3. I don't disagree with none of those statements. But the NBA equivalent of J. Cole is Tim Duncan.
He got rings, though.
Yes, he has rings so that he can have the points. He can have the stats. He can have the championships. But at the end of the day, the nigga is boring.
It don't matter.
How you go tell me entertainment being boring in an entertainment space doesn't matter?
Because I have all the accolades that all of the entertaining people have.
But you're not entertaining.
It don't matter. Obviously, I'm entertaining to somebody.
Yes, you're entertaining to some people, but not to me, and not to a lot of other people. That's been the biggest knock on J. Cole, is that he is not entertaining. Fucking J. Cole is Tim Duncan. Like I don't know. He's the one who will bounce the shot off the backboard and make every shot. and then he'll say, time. Yeah, I won, but nobody cares because of the way that you won. But like,
he's winning with pure skill and talent. What are you talking about?
He's super skilled and he's super talented, but the way in which it's presented is boring. Look, I'd rather watch Kyrie and Iverson go out there, dribble,
and lose every game.
dribble, throw up some circus shit, make a couple, end up
And
losing
lose
and lose. No, not lose every game. Lose most of the games.
And lose every game.
I'd rather they lose most of the games and it be entertaining than to watch some nigga post up and hit some shot off the backboard 12 times.
Money. The bank is open. Money.
But I'm saying like say he's good. I like Pride is the Devil. I like the intro. I like the interlude. And I'm saying it ain't like I didn't like the songs, because I do like the songs, but it is just boring. It is like, I think I had listened to it twice when it first came out, and then the day we was supposed to do it, I didn't listen to it that day, but since I had another week, I listened to it a third time. So I gave this album multiple times to see how this album sounds. And like I said, I like some of the songs, but it's just a boring album. And
okay, you gotta define boring. You have, because you keep throwing this word out. What is the boring?
I mean, I feel like there's no energy to the album. I feel like he's that nigga who knows he can rap better than most niggas, so he's just rapping for the sake of showing how good he is, instead of trying to be entertaining about it.
But again, like your descriptive words are very vague.
Bro,
you're saying boring and entertaining. Like you have to define exactly what you're talking about.
I'm saying there is no energy. There is no spectacle. I don't feel hype or anything when I listen to any of these songs, really. So if the intro was hype, the intro had a nice beat. It had Cam on it. And he had some good lines. That was to put the M on your head, you Luigi's brother now. Like, I appreciate that. I thought that was cool. I thought that was clever. But it feels lacking. It feels lacking. Versus when he's on somebody else's song. Now he want to come with energy. Now he want to be hype. Now he want to kill niggas on their own song and all that other shit. But when it's his song, he like, yo, we just go take it easy. We go relax. We go chill. Like, no, like I said, no, I want to wake up and choose violence like you did. But that's not what he gave, bro. He said, no, we gonna be Tim Duncan. We gonna go in the paint and we gonna drop 20 points over 20 minutes. Like, no.
Oh my God.
Look, I'm not the only person who feels that way. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and, he was a big J. Cole fan. Oh, I love the album. I love the album. I'm like, well, you love J. Cole, so you would love the album. And the thing is, I'm lukewarm on J. Cole, so I'm lukewarm on the album.
Because you're biased. Can you admit you're biased?
How am I biased?
Can you admit you're biased?
No. How am I biased?
Because you don't appreciate J. Cole. You're biased. You're biased against him.
No. Because like I said, I liked Forest Hills Drive. I like not The Fall Off. What's the other one? Sideline Story. I liked Born Sinner. I like those albums. His earlier albums, when he had more of, I guess when it was more influenced by the label earlier on in his career, which he always talks about how he had to make these kind of certain songs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Those, honestly, I like better. I like better when he was kind of forced by the label to make those certain kind of songs or decisions. I liked them more. Then when he got his certain status and he said, you know what, I'm J. Cole, we can do things the J. Cole way now. It's just boring as hell. Like, it's I feel like, or it's too chill. Or how about this? It's too chill. How about that? It's too chill. Like, I feel like his chill vibe is a chill vibe that you have. So when I hear these songs, I heard these songs, I'm like, I feel like Bobby would like these songs. I can hear like just about every one of these songs, like for one of your like clothing like montage videos. They all super cool. They all super chill. But like nothing says hype. Nothing says like.
Again, you're using words that you have yet to define.
Bro, what do you want me to use? I don't understand.
They are very vague. You're using very vague descriptions.
Okay, about this. I feel like he uses the same BPM for all of his songs. How about that? Is that better?
Now we getting something.
Okay, he uses the same BPM. I feel like a lot of his songs lack melody. Like they lack a yeah, I feel like they just kind of.
But see, because you appreciate more pop sounds. That's why.
Yeah.
You appreciate You appreciate Drake more, a more melodic sounding artist. I
feel like J. Cole's songs were underproduced. How about that? Is that descriptive enough?
That's
I feel like
better.
they say, yo, just throw this beat, just throw some drum, a little bit of piano. No, that's too much. Take some out. And like just add some other shit. And then that was it. And then he went on to rap, which he does well. Like said, like lyrically, the album is good. But sonically as a whole, it's missing. It's underproduced.
I could do anything to this album. I could work out to this album. I can cut grass to this album. I can drive to this album. Like,
I don't know what I could do. I damn sure can't work to this album.
I could.
That's for sure.
I could.
Nigga, I was in slow motion listening to this album.
You sound crazy,
bro. What's the hypest song on this album?
I gotta. I think, is it My Life? It might be My Life.
Who's on that? Is it just him?
No, it's him and 21 Savage.
Okay, so he got 21.
It's the same flip, the same beat they used on a lot.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
Okay, see, now we're gonna go into my critique. I have 2 critiques for this album, and that's it. That are kind of fleeting, but one is kind of fleeting, and another one is just like me not appreciating other artists or whatever. So one is 2 songs on the album: "Pride Is the Devil" and "My Life."
Pride Is the Devil, that's my shit.
"Pride Is the Devil" is really good. Like these are 2 good songs. Like oh crap, these are 2 good songs. I'm not knocking these 2 songs at all. But the issue I have with these songs is that I've heard both of these samples before. So "My Life" was sampled on 21 Savage's a lot, and then I mean it's slightly changed, of course, or whatever. But "Pride Is the Devil" is actually sampled somewhere else, and I heard that song first because it came out last year, and I was like, so as soon as I heard it come on, I started singing that song, and I'm like, wait, this not his album, his thing or whatever. So I was like, oh snap, like he's using the same beat or the same sample. So every time I hear "Pride Is the Devil," I think of that song, and it takes me away from that. Same thing with "My Life," and I'm like, it kind of taking me away from the particular song. Great song though, still a good song, but it just makes me think of somebody else's song. Same thing with Forest Hill Drive. Oh no, on "For Your Eyes Only."
That Bryson Tiller.
The Bryson Tiller flip. Yeah. So it just took. I mean, that one didn't do too much for me because I didn't really listen to Bryson Tiller that much anyway. So it didn't take me away. But the "Pride Is the Devil," that one, like, I listen to this other artist like a lot, so it kind of repeats or whatever for me. But then a couple of days ago, like the artist that used the song first, like posted a picture with him and J. Cole on FaceTime before the album came out. Like, and they were talking about that particular song or whatever. So I guess he like, hey, yeah, go ahead, use it. Like that type of shit.
Well, nigga, you can't ask somebody who sampled a song if you can also sample the song.
I mean, no, he probably didn't like ask him, but I'm sure it came up some way, somehow.
Nigga.
Because JID is also on...
it was JID.
No. JID is also on the other guy's album or whatever. So I'm guessing, like, that's how they met, through JID. And he probably heard this song and was like, yo, that's a dope-ass sample or whatever. And they probably talked about it. I'm just guessing. I don't know. But seeing the picture, I'm like, okay, that's how he got that. And that's the connection. Other critique is I don't want to hear Lil Baby and 21 Savage on the fucking J. Cole album. And don't get me wrong, they did an amazing job. They both killed it. Like, they both had really good verses. They might be the ones brought that energy you talking about.
Yeah.
But like
J. Cole ain't bring it.
I don't want to hear 21 Savage and Lil Baby.
So you don't want to hear the energy, is what you're saying?
No, I don't want to hear them two. I don't want to hear them. I want to. On the J. Cole album, when your very first album, when you have features on it, I don't want to hear 21 Savage and Lil Baby. I want to hear Kendrick. I want to hear Drake. I want to hear maybe Lil Wayne. I want to hear Wale. I want to hear maybe some SZA, maybe some R.A. Lennox. I want to hear top tier lyricists, Big Crit. I want to hear these people that are somewhere in your bracket rap with you and rap, on your album. I don't want to hear these new these new wave.
Well, what if he heard his album and knew it needed energy and knew none of them niggas was gonna bring energy like those two niggas was?
That's cool. I'm saying for me, like
somebody who don't want no energy. Okay.
No, somebody who just want a higher tier lyricist. That's all. I just want a higher tier lyricist than Lil Baby and 21 Savage. And that's not to knock them. Like, you still in the league. You still in the league, but you're not an all-star.
No, I definitely wouldn't call them lyricists for sure.
Yeah, I just want to hear people that are in that caliber. Like, I think Wale would have probably sound really good on this album. If he probably could have dropped on Pride is the Devil. Hell, Boz could have jumped on this. Yeah, some more Dreamville artists could have jumped on here. J-Rock, Kendrick, Ab-Soul, fucking, like, it's a lot of artists.
But see, I feel like J. Cole is enough lyricism for the album. You don't need 8 J. Cole's on there. You don't. You need something different.
Something different would have been Adam Drake on there to bring in your more melodic sound.
That would have been great.
Again, I just want to hear you, like, when you get this all-star stepping out, don't bring your 2-year rookie in. You know what I mean? I understand. Like I said, 21 Savage and J. Cole, for some reasons, like peanut butter and jelly. Mm-hmm. These niggas make really good fucking songs together. Mm-hmm. They 2 for 2 to me. Yeah. You ask me, a lot in my life, these niggas is 2 for 2. I don't see them dropping the ball anytime soon.
Yeah. No, a lot was fire.
Yeah. If they continue,
but see, look though, but I feel like a lot is better than my life. Because when J. Cole came on on A Lot, he came with energy. He came with the energy that he does not show on his own albums. Like the way, just the way that he came on, he's like, you know how this, like I don't even like rapping with rappers. Like, some of them don't even like rapping with me. Just the way that he came on, just
he matched the same flow 21 Savage is doing.
It doesn't present itself the same.
He sounded, I don't know, I don't have that ear that you have, but it sounded just like, to me, all his features sound just like his album cuts. Mm-mm. Except like some early, like it's his one Khaled record he on early in his career, and I was like, but Looking for Trouble, there's no other verse like Looking for Trouble.
Which one is that?
Looking for Trouble, J. Cole verse is it was on Friday Night Lights, and it was on the Kanye Cruel Summer when he was doing the Good Friday thing, dropping a couple of tracks every Friday or whatever.
That was a great time.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, good year.
That was a good time.
That was a good year.
It was.
Yeah, so he was on there. It was Pusha T, Big Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, Looking for Trouble was amazing. He recorded that in Detroit. Yeah, he was on tour, and that's part of the reason why his verse is the last verse, and like the beat kind of fade out because he wasn't about to be on it. Like, they sent him the song, he was out traveling or whatever, and he had to find a studio real quick on tour, and he was in Detroit, and he recorded it. Nice. Yeah, dropped it. So that was dope. But even like on Royce the 5'9" album, he sound just like on Bob Lobo. He sound just like he sound on everything else. Like, I don't hear the energy you talking about on other people's songs. He sounds like J. Cole on every single song. He don't sound like he's up in the ante at all.
No, and I'm telling you, feature J. Cole and album J. Cole are 2 different artists.
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, but yeah, that's my 2 critiques. Other than that, I love the album. Like,
yeah, and I said I like the album. I think besides Pride is the Devil, I don't think any of them made it to my liked songs playlist. But I think Pride is the Devil is the only one that made it.
How do you listen to new albums?
In their entirety, start to finish, in a row.
Like, so you go top to bottom, and then you go into, like, that's it?
So, since I've been working at Ford, what I do is I listen to it from top to bottom, usually twice, because I can't usually get to my phone to change it.
Right.
So I listen to it from start to finish in a row twice. And then I have my initial impressions, and then usually if it was something redeeming about it, I'll probably go back like a week later to listen to it a second time.
So it depends. When it's a artist that I like a lot, or just and I like in general, and they drop a album, mixtape, EP, project, whatever, I listen to it regular, off shuffle, top to bottom, maybe twice, maybe 3 times, and then to know if I love the album or not, I shuffle. If I can't get through the album on shuffle, then I just like it. But if I can shuffle it and every song come on out of order or whatever, and I like it, I know I love this album because I don't just play like certain songs in my playlist or whatever. Like I put my entire library on shuffle, and then whenever it come up, I listen to it. Like that's just how I listen to music or whatever. So if I could put your album on shuffle and it play through, if it still play through good, I know I'm gonna like this album a lot.
Nah, that's true. I mean, I get that.
Because like again, like that's just how I consume music, and that's how I gauge how much I like it. Like I like it in order because I came to that conclusion with Good Kid, Mad City.
Of course.
I played it in order, of course, like everybody, like you should do. You play it in order, right? Because it's a story. But then I was like, I put it on shuffle and I just played it, and I'm like, yo, I fucking love this album. Yeah. Because even though I know this song supposed to be next, a different song popped up, and I'm like, yo, like, like I love this album. Yeah. Like I was hyped. So that's that. Ever since that album came out, that's been my grading scale. If I can get through it once or twice and in how they sequenced it, I like it. If I can play it on shuffle by itself, I know I'm gonna love it. No, and that's just how I go.
Yo, what do you think about J. Cole in his African basketball?
I actually like. I think it's dope. I mean, he low key trash, but
in terms of professionals,
yeah. In terms of a professional, he might be low key trash or whatever, or he might just be out there nervous as fuck because he ain't in the booth rapping. Right. Like
that's different.
He's clearly out of his comfort zone.
Right.
He airballed a couple of shots in the second game. Like I said, look, man, when you rich and you can do like, look, bro, go try out for the Eskimo bobsled team.
Right.
Do you, bro?
Yeah, you can afford it.
Look, do you take time off? Take you and your wife and your kids to Africa, play basketball. Embarrass yourself, have fun. That's the point of having money. Like, do you, bro? Do you?
Yeah. I will say this nigga talked about M's so much this album.
That's something that we can actually transition this later, but that's something Joe Budden talked about. It was like he talked about money a lot on this album. Like he talked about like rich nigga problems a lot. Like, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty true. That's pretty true. So I was cool with it.
Yeah, talked
about having money, like because for the longest, like he never talked about having money. Talked about struggling just like me and you. And again, that's what brought so many people to him or whatever. But yeah,
I didn't care for him saying M. This nigga said M's a lot.
Yeah. Now I got more M's than that Slim Shady video.
Yeah, and then like I put an M on your head, you a Luigi brother. Now, and then
I
feel like he probably said that in every song. No exaggeration. I'm gonna have to look it up on Genius later.
But an M on your head, you Luigi brother. Now, but that's when I turned it off. I was like, yep, I didn't. It's too early, bro.
And, so about the basketball, I was thinking, what, like in your life, what is your biggest sports moment for you? Like that you were part of. Like your biggest sports accomplishment as an individual.
NBA or like on the street playing basketball?
In the street. Like you personally.
Me personally. Okay. Yeah. So there was one time, like I vividly remember, on a blacktop, good old days or whatever, dropped 14 in a 15-point game.
No way.
Dead ass. Look. So this is the funny part about it. So everybody knew the blacktop was like my court pretty much.
Right.
So that was my rim over there with the whoop. Every now and again, when LT moved over there, he pulled his rim out so we can have somewhat of a full court. So if y'all don't know about the blacktop, you need to go do your research, man. Blacktop was legendary. But anyway, So it was one summer. It was like late July, early August or whatever. And we all had the court. We at the blacktop. We hooping or whatever. And do you remember when remember the guy, the tall, light skinned guy we took to go pick up them girls though?
Oh yeah. When my strut hat went out.
Yeah. so his cousin stayed over there too. And so one day all of their cousins, like the cousins, all came over. Mm-hmm. So they all came out the apartment, came to come hoop. So I'm like, bet, new competition, let's get it. So we all out there or whatever. So we start shooting cap. Boom. You know, I missed my shot. I didn't get cap. So I'm like, whatever, I'll still get picked up. It's my court. So sitting there waiting. I get picked dead last. Dead ass last. So I'm sitting there like, all right, whatever. Like I ain't even tripping at this point. I ain't even tripping. So then I look at my team and I'm like, I'm the shortest nigga on my team. And at this time, I was already at the height I am now. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm the shortest nigga on my team. Mm. I'm like, damn, this some bullshit. So then I look at the other team or whatever, and it was one other guy like a little shorter than me, but all of they people taller than me. So I'm like, damn, nigga, this some, like they all like maybe 6'2" to 6'4" or something like that. And at the time, I'm like, 6 foot, barely 6 foot. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So they get first ball or whatever, so they come down court, they make their first shot. So I'm like, all right, whatever, it wasn't my guy. I ain't worried about it. Like, I ain't tripping. So he make his first shot or whatever. We come down, I had the ball, I'm pushing. Obviously I had to play point guard because I'm the shortest person out there. Mm-hmm. So I push, guy get open, kick it to him. He missed. So we come back down court, whatever. I ain't tripping. They come back down, they score again. Boom, 2-0. All right, whatever. Wasn't my guy.
Right.
So that's my thought process the whole game. So then it goes this way for a while. Somebody get the rebound, they push, they miss on my side. So I'm like, damn. All right, you know what I'm saying? Now we down 3-zip. We down 4-zip. We down 5-zip. Nigga, we was down 6-zip. I took my first shot. Made it. Okay, cool. Full game. We'll still lose, but I had my 1 point. So I got the rebound again. Okay, fast break. Layup. Got it. Okay, cool. I got 2. Whatever. Come down. Oh, nobody taking me? Mid-range jumper. Bow. 3. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. So I'm
that was your shot, that mid-range.
Mid-range jumper. You know what I'm saying? Mid-range monster. So I'm like, okay, cool. I got 3. Whatever. I'm not tripping. Haven't missed yet. Got 3 points. So I ain't tripping. I look up, and by the time I knew it, it was 14. It was 14-10. And I have 4 different people rotate to check me. They're like, bro, who man is this? Who man is this? So at the blacktop, like we was off that alley or whatever.
Yeah.
And were you there when there was that old car parked over there behind LT Garage?
No.
Okay, so it was an old car parked back there or whatever that somebody left back there. And we didn't bother, we didn't touch it or whatever. But they used to go over there and shoot dice. Mm-hmm. So this summer, it was so many people out there. Like it was the guy. It was Drew. It was his cousin. Was I think Darren was out there? Do you remember Darren? Light skinned Darren?
No.
It's a lot of people.
I don't remember nobody, bro.
You remember if you see him, but it was so many people out there. It was like I said, their cousins was out there.
Oh, Jamal called me the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Is he coming up here?
Not that I know of.
No, okay, cool. Oh, that's what's up anyway.
Yeah.
But when I say it was like a whole like damn near arena of people out there, it was so many people. And by the time I had 10, like Drew was like, bro, like this nigga Bobby going off. Like he stopped everybody. So everybody stopped. But like they was over there shooting dice. Everybody stopped. And I'm out there cooking. They're cooking. So the shot I took to end it, I missed. And then came back down, got my assist, dude went to label, we won. And they was like, dog, Bobby, how many you have? I'm like, shit, I have 14. He don't even want to score. Nigga, I was out there fucking cooking. I was so hyped. Like I'd never lived that down. That was this summer. I wanted people to call me Baby Iceman. That was this summer. And they were like, bro, you Iceman for real. You Iceman for real.
No fucking way.
Yes, I was.
Man, I left and this nigga Bobby became a legend.
Nigga,
this is crazy.
I was a GOAT for that one day. It was, I tell you, like that was, I never forget that moment. Like 14 to 15 point game. Very first game we played, 14, torching. Like I'm talking about layups, jumper, everything. Couldn't stop. Like, yeah, these niggas are bums. It's my court.
Yeah, no. Sports moments are huge. You don't forget them.
What about yours? What you got?
So mine, I was at Frazier, and in our gym class we had like a basketball. Like we would play basketball every day. And then one day the coach said we gonna have a basketball tournament. They had like A teams and B teams. So like the A teams were the good teams and the B teams were not as good. And when we would play pickup ball, I would always play with the A team people. But then when they decided to do the teams, the coach put me on the B team. I'm like, B? Right. Really?
Right.
I played with all the A's. Like, they had niggas on the A team who wasn't even playing. But because they were, like, either taller or more athletic or whatever, they put them on the A team.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, wow. So, and this tournament took place over, like, a week. So, I'm on the B team. I look at my team. I got this one nigga who played soccer. He never, like, played basketball like that. And this other dude, he was tall, but I think he had like Asperger's or something.
Ooh.
So he wasn't like all there.
Mm-hmm.
And but he was tall and he could get boards.
That's all you need.
So I'm like, I think we got a spot for you.
I can work with that.
So I took our team. Our team went undefeated throughout the whole B bracket. We killed everybody in the B bracket. And one of them days, I had showed up to school sick. So that was like my flu game.
Oh, that way at the giant game.
So it was like some games where I had probably 10, 12. Like, I think the lowest I scored was probably like 6 because the soccer nigga went off.
Oh.
And at the end of it, they said, okay, the champion of the B team is going to play the champion of the A team. And I'm like, well, why the fuck would you do that?
Right.
Like, you gonna put the best worst nigga against the best nigga? Like, why would you do that? So I went so we was on the court. I'm waiting for the A team to show up, and they like, you on the B team? And I'm like, yeah. And they was like, oh shit. Like, how did you get on the B team? So me and my B team, we go out there, we balling, right? Lost by 10. God blew the fuck out. But I willed that team to the championship.
That's what's up. I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, no, that's like my sports moment for life.
Because they was at one point, wasn't he calling you Chuck or something?
Yeah. Chuck. Yeah, Charles Barkley.
I remember that.
But that's like my sports moment for life.
What's your worst moment though?
My worst?
Yeah, this is actually really funny you brought this up because I was just thinking about this like 2 days ago. What's your worst moment?
My worst sports moment? It gotta be, I was in high school. I was at Frazier again. We was playing pickup football. And I said, oh, y'all, let me be quarterback, right?
Of course.
So they like, all right. And in the first pass, I like that bitch dead in the ground. Like, I completely missed the nigga. And then they's like, nah, you go. I'm like, but like, it slipped. And they like, nah, it's no slippage. Go out there and catch it. And I was out there running routes all fucking day.
So out of your zone.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. That gotta be it, because that's the one that sticks out. I'm sure I got some embarrassing basketball moment, but nothing like that.
Okay. See, I'm going to just cut straight to the chase. I got dropped by a girl.
Whoa.
I got dropped by a girl.
How you get dropped?
In basketball, I got dropped.
Like cross, or she backed you down and you fell?
It actually might have been a combination of both. So look, I'm going to tell the story. Right? So, do you remember Nino? Used to live next door to June?
Yeah.
So, his sister-in-law, light-skinned girl, she was pretty at the time.
Oh, she was tall too, right? Was she tall?
She wasn't taller than us, but she was tall to be a girl or whatever.
Okay.
But she wasn't taller than us.
Oh, I don't know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah.
So
yeah.
We in Dre and Tico backyard. At the time that was the spot. So it's me, Dre, Jamal, I think Nino back there, old girl, and one more person. We playing 3-on-3. So there's one more person out there. I forgot the person. It might have been Jerron. But yeah, we out there. We playing 3-on-3 or whatever. And so at the time, she was being all flirty and shit like that. it's so like she actually hooped though. Like she actually, I think she played like small forward in high school or something like that. So she, she caught the ball or whatever. We like middle with a second and third game. So she caught the ball or whatever, and she being all cute and flirty and shit. And she tried to back me down. So I'm like, the fuck? So I got in my stance or whatever, and and she like she'll get the little shoulder bump dribble, and so I gave her a little bump, like quit playing. So this one, like she bumped hard, boom, and I'm like, hold on. So I gave her a little nudge, and she spent, and she spent. When I tell you that spin was so fast, like as I was going to bump back, she spent so cold, and I remember it. I vividly remember this happened. Like she spent so cold, and like when I hit the ground, like how the track stars, you know how you got to get in the stands when you run the track, and like hands in the front, the one leg in front. That's how I was when I got dropped. What the fuck is that? Make sure it's not my headphones.
Oh, go ahead.
But yeah, that's how I got dropped, and I never lived that down. And ever since then, it was no mercy for everybody. I don't care who you are, girl, boy, short, tall, young, old, you getting this work.
Equal opportunity for sure.
Yes, I will never disrespect anybody on the court ever again.
But yeah, man, equal opportunity for everybody.
Everybody got the work from here on out. Like I did not underestimate anybody. Never again.
No, never. No, after that. I'm trying to think if I got done up by a girl. I don't think so. I remember one time. You know my cousin Brittany?
Yeah.
So one time my cousin Brittany was playing two-hand touch with Jamal and Jerron. Dog, she made that nigga Jerron fumble in two-hand touch. like you can't go easy.
No, you got it. You gotta go hard. If they out there, fair game.
No, for sure.
That's how you treat them from here on out.
What was it? This is kind of random segue. I usually have better segues than this, but I don't have one. Okay. And I wanted to bring it up. I was thinking about your clothing line the other day, and out of all the clothes you've made, what are your 3 favorite designs and styles of like articles of clothing? So like 3 specific ones. So like if it's a Detroit original, it's the yellow and black, or if it's a Royal Lindy, it's just the white and gold or something like that.
I think my 3. I don't necessarily go with like not necessarily the colorway and all that stuff, but it's definitely the Detroit original with the Spirit of Detroit design. Like I love that one a lot just because it took me a minute to like think of like a really good. I wanted a nice like geometric kind of print or whatever to stand out against all these other Detroit shirts. So when I came up with that one, I was like, that's the one, like that one. And it like I like it a lot because it looks good on everything. Like every single thing I printed it on, it looks good, and like it just let me know like, yeah, this is gonna be timeless. Like I could print this at any given time and it's gonna sell. So I love that one a lot. Recently, it's actually been those bodycon dresses I've been doing. Because I actually had to make that design from scratch.
The which one?
The bodycon dress. I didn't got one printed, but it's it's like the girls in the pictures and like all the photo shoots have been random like shirts, but they're actually dresses, and like they look kind of like Fashion Nova dresses or whatever. But the design on it, I'm like super proud of because I had to make it from scratch. The original I had, it just wasn't cutting properly. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it myself, put my Thanos glove on. Yeah, so I had to make that one from scratch. I was super proud of that. And then my bomber jacket, the Rose and Crown bomber jacket. I love that one a lot because that one, it took so long to get done. The very first one I printed took so long to get done. And when I finished it, I was like, yo, like I couldn't see, as I was printing it, I couldn't see the final design until I put it on a hanger and I hung it up. And I was like, yo, this shit is cold.
Yeah.
And then I put it on my girlfriend. I had her, because I printed hers first. I had her put the jacket on or whatever. And I was like, how you like it? She's like, oh, I love it. So she was hype about it. Like, it's yours. And then she's like, oh, okay. So she was all hype. And then when I saw her wearing it, I was like, yeah, this is a good one. This is going to be a staple. So those are like my 3 vivid ones I can remember. Because, like, again, like, these are ones that I made by hand from scratch, not just like some lettering on the shirt. This is
okay.
Like,
so your favorites. So yeah. So like, my 3 favorites of yours are like completely different. Okay. Like I got the which one was it? It was the honestly, the Royal Lineage slides.
Slides are fire. We got slides coming in June.
Yeah, I gotta go Royal Lineage slides. For 2, I'm gonna have to go Black Excellence.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I gotta go Black Excellence.
It's so plain, but I get it.
But that's me though. That's me. It's like, cause it's like it's black and white. I can wear with literally anything. I mean, of course, the material on the shirt is good and everything. But and it's like it's a cool statement, Black Excellence, whatever. Right. And then, number 1 is, and I think this is a 1 of 1. The custom Detroit 313, the black with the rainbow that you made Kim.
Oh yeah.
Is that a 1 of 1?
That is a 1 of 1.
That bitch was fire. That was fire. Because I had seen it. I'm like, I ain't never seen this one before. Like, this is fire. I'm like, I want one. And I'm like, when I had seen it, I'm like, that's probably the coldest single thing I've ever seen this nigga make ever, bro. And I'm like, God.
Thank you. Well, yeah, that was definitely 1 of 1. And like, it was a stretch to make that one. It was a stretch. Like, I had to find the material because she wanted each letter to be a different color. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that shit. Like, it will take so long to print. And then like when I found the material, it was just already that like rainbow kind of print or whatever. Yeah. And then it was that nice foil so it shine. Yeah. I was like, yeah, this gonna be it.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, that shit is fire, man.
Thank you.
Like I ain't never. Cause I'm like. Because I've been in some pop-ups and everything. I'm like, I ain't never seen this one.
Looking through the bathroom.
Hey, what's up? Like, so she got the PE, the player exclusive, man.
Yeah, that one legendary, I guess.
Yeah.
What made you think of that?
That one? I'm like
seeing that hoodie.
I'm like, what else? What else do I like, man? And I'm like, I think that'd be a cool top 3 thing. Really? Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, slides and because I like the Black Excellence. I like that one. And I like the Detroit design in general, but to have it in that gradient kind of rainbow,
it did look good.
That was elite.
It did look.
That was elite.
I might have to bring it back if people see it. Yeah, I might bring it back. We'll see. But yeah, so this is like the major topic I want to talk about. I'm a huge fan of the Joe Budden podcast. And we kind of talked about this last week when you was here. And so if you all don't know. The Joe Budden podcast has recently done like a big breakup or whatever. The 2 original hosts have gone on to do other things, partially being fired, partially quitting. They have a bunch of inside turmoil. And to me, it just sucks to see something like this happen because these were like they got pretty much at the top of the game outside of like fucking Joe Rogan and shit. But like they were really big in the podcast space. And to see 3 friends go through what they went through, like really, really bothers me. Like it bothers me a lot. So me and G were already talking about this, like I said, like last week or whatever. And yeah, I just wanted to get your thoughts on it, man. Like, how do you feel about, first in general, how do you feel about the breakup?
I feel like the breakup is bad. I mean, I like the 3 of them together, but to be honest, I didn't come there for Rory and Maul. I came there for Joe. Okay. I mean, so it is sad that they're not there, but like I'll live. Right. But yeah, I mean, I really don't have much. That's it. I mean, like if they were there, that'd be great, but they're not, and that's sad. But I'm gonna be okay with it. And I saw they were gonna like start like their own podcast or something. Yeah, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I don't think I could watch it either. So this is so like, and that's so with me, I could do without Rory. I could do without Rory. Like
I could do without both of them.
Like the reason why I like Maul because he is, both Joe and Rory are really emotional, like, and they bicker and yell a lot and shit like that. And Marge just be in the cut chilling, and like he sometimes plays like that level headedness that I would appreciate. And like he come with the kind of the stale cool jokes that I love. like I love it. So I'm definitely gonna miss it. I'm gonna give the first 3 episodes a shot. Whatever they put out, I'm gonna give the first 3 a shot. But I just feel like, you know, between them two, they need one more. I feel like they would need a Joe of sorts, because they don't really, they give very politically correct answers on shit. So they, you know, they don't want to get cancer or they won't lose money or whatever. But Joe just be out there like, look, nigga, no, go deeper, like that type of shit. So ultimately, the biggest thing with them infighting that hurt me the most was that it was 3 friends going through this. Like they didn't necessarily all started together, but they definitely built this thing together.
Right.
And that's the thing I want to talk about these last like 10, 15 minutes or whatever. Was just in general, like, do you think it's a good idea to start a business with a friend, or jump into a business with a friend?
I think it's cool as long as you both understand the terms of it. So, okay, like, if somebody joins, like somebody jumps into like royal lineage, and then let's say they did marginal work or something, and then like it takes off, and then they feel like, well, you know, after I got here, it took off, so I'm entitled to this or whatever. And you like, no, nigga, you picked up the shit from the post office. You know what I'm saying? Like, what make you think that? Right. And so as long as it's terms to it, you know what I'm saying, and it's understood by both people. You don't want it to be no misunderstandings. Right. So like one of the things me and you talked about was like, of course, with this particular pod, like this is 100% a 50-50 thing. As far as like time, effort, money, all of that stuff, it was, you know, completely 50-50 or whatever. So we wouldn't have to worry about these kind of issues or whatever. But I also feel like in general, this is me. I feel like in general, it's a bad idea to start one person's idea with another friend. So like me and you both had an idea to do a podcast, and actually you wanted to do it way before I wanted to do it. And when I brought it to you. You was like, yeah, I was already thinking about it. We can start next week. And I'm like, whoa. And I'm like, whoa. I'm not ready. Let's wait a minute, and then, you know, we can do it or whatever. Yeah. And so like we both already had this thing in mind, so we were able to jump in together. But like you said, with the royal lineage, like my own personal stuff, like I would never bring my idea to a friend and say, hey, let's start this together. Because in my head, like I'm bringing you something to help me with, and like I want to retain ownership of this thing. Like that's just how it is. And that's one of the things me and my girlfriend was talking about. Like I would always bring up how I wanted to bring more people into like my different, you know, ideas and potential business ventures. But I always had this thought of like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And I couldn't verbalize why I didn't want to do it until I was sitting and I'm watching Joe like rip into his friends / co-host, and I'm like, that right there, like I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to tell my friends you work for me. I don't want to have to tell my friends I'm the owner and you just get paid here. Like if it should, of course it should be, you know, it should be, I would hope it would be understood, but I feel like some people would, like you said, if this year we made $10,000 and next year we made 10,001, oh man, I want ownership. This us, and it's like, no, this is mine. You came along, you know, later or whatever. But or on top of that, like, no, I do all the printing, I do all the design work, I buy all the stuff. This is all my equipment. Like now, see, and did you ever see the movie the Social Network?
I did not. I seen parts. Seen parts.
So it's a great part in that. So with Mark Zuckerberg and Eduardo Saverin, they was the people who were starting it, right?
One of them did Napster, right? One of them?
No, that was Sean Parker.
Okay.
So look, Mark and Eduardo, so they was in college. Mark went to Eduardo like, y'all need help, your help with Facebook, whatever, right? So Eduardo is doing all this different stuff. He's trying to like get funding and everything for Facebook or whatever. So then eventually Mark meets Sean Parker, and he was the one who'd had Napster. So Mark went to Sean, and Sean was like, yo, you know what, don't even worry about what Mark doing. I mean, don't worry about what Eduardo doing. I got connects already. I'm gonna hook you up with these connects. And Mark gave Sean like ownership in the company without telling Eduardo.
Oh, see, that's different.
But the thing was, it was Mark's company, but he was doing it with Eduardo. But when Sean came along, Sean was doing more work than Eduardo, because Eduardo is just on the ground trying to make something happen. But Parker, he already
made something happen.
Yeah, he actually made the stuff happen. So then, and that was actually one of the big lawsuits was about, because Eduardo's ownership got reduced to like 1%, or something like that, and then like Parker's was still like 30 or 20 or something like that. So do you feel like in that situation? I mean, of course, Eduardo got did bad.
He got did bad, but that's some real grimy shit. Like even like you're out here trying, like your sweat equity still should get you more. Mm-hmm. Like, this guy came in and he was an instant impact, but this guy been over here trying to make things work.
So, do you feel like the dude who was the instant impact, do you still like he feel deserves ownership?
I would say yeah.
Okay.
I would say yeah. He came in and again, instant impact. Instantly he came in and did everything. And then the other guy would put in a lot of sweat equity.
Yeah, you're trying, G-leaguing it, but like...
Yeah, you probably won't get as much as the other guy did because the other guy brought more resources. Mm-hmm. But me personally, I will compensate your sweat equity. Maybe not in ownership, that's just me. Mm-hmm. But like, I'm going to cut you out a really big chunk because this is time. If like, even if I paid you minimum wage over X amount of years, you didn't get paid for these years. Yeah, I'm gonna rack you out because you at least tried to make this thing pop.
Now, so the dude who came in and put you on, would you give him ownership?
He would get some. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he would get some because he came in instantly and made a big impact. If we talking about specifically for Facebook,
no, but let's say you're doing your royal lineage thing, and let's say I want to be part of it, bro. I'm like, bro, like, yeah, I want to be part of it. I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to do that. Yeah. And then fucking Jamal just come along and be like, yeah, man, I got this connect. We gonna have all your stuff in all of the Macy's or whatever. But he said, but I want some ownership in it.
But see, that'll be different because that's not my focus. That's not where my focus. I don't care about being in Macy's. So like if you come along, you can have all these great connects or whatever, but if you don't line up with what my vision for what I have in mind, then I don't care for what you got to talk about. I don't care.
So what's the end point for royal lineage to you? What's the fuck your job moment where you be like, you know what? Fuck that job. I ain't going back. Royal lineage is what I'm doing.
I would have to have a storefront making at least in profit making over $2,000 a month, or over $2,000 a month. That'd be endpoint for me. Storefront, $2,000 a month, profit, not just breaking even. I gotta make profit, $2,000 a month, and then I would instantly leave. Hey, so if I not even a storefront, if I made $2,000 a month here out of my house, I would say fuck that job. But
So you ready to say fuck that job?
Either way, I'm like hair trigger. I'm like Curry with it. Just give me the shot. Give me the ball.
Like it's fucking raining outside, man.
Give me the ball.
Fuck this job, boy.
I'm telling you, I'm in range from the parking lot. I'm ready.
Man.
But yeah, I don't know, man. It's tough for me with like I'm open. Well, maybe not now because I just got so much stuff going on between this podcast, clothing line, other stuff, outside of this stuff or whatever. I am open to partnering with somebody and starting something fresh, but I'm not open to bringing somebody into my thing. and I'm good. Like if we have the understanding that I'll come through and you just pay me or whatever. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I pay you, and that's so much easier for me because you got what you wanted out of this thing. You wanted some payment, cool. I got what I wanted. I needed more services. We good.
Right.
So yeah, that's just, I don't know. It's tough for me because, like I said, I just don't want to have those kind of conversations with my friends. I would hate for it to come up, and of course, I would lay it up front way beforehand. Like, hey, this is my thing. You know, this I'm like, when you refer to this, like, I don't want you to get in your head that this is like you own the company with me. Like, no, this is my company. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, yes, you work for me, but I don't want to have to say that. I don't want to have to throw it in your face. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to hang that over your head. Like, I got a guy now who he got a mobile detailing company. Like, that's already started. If I went in and started washing some cars with him or cleaning some cars out or driving the truck around, I'm not expecting to be ownership or whatever. Like, just pay me and I'm good. It's your thing. You know what I'm saying? I helped you out. I got you some more clients and I got money. I got paid. The deal is done. Like,
see, but I feel like with something, and then this might just be me, but I feel like if you bring somebody 2 customers, no, you don't deserve ownership. But I feel like if you bring somebody considerably more customers, whether it be through like advertising or your ideas or something like that, like I'm talking like a pivotal change, then yeah, nigga, I feel like I would need some owner. I feel like I would be almost entitled to ownership if, depending on how much I brought in. I'm not saying like, so I took your customers from 2 to 6, like no, but if I took your people from like 10 people and then I ran like this campaign and everything and I got all of this different stuff going and now you averaging like 100 customers a month versus the 6 customers a month you was doing, like, yeah, no, we got to talk.
No, see, I never expect to move up in somebody else's thing like that. Like if I bumped you from having 6 customers to having 100 customers, don't have me out here washing cars. Make me assistant manager. Make me something outside of that. But I don't have to be an owner in your company.
Owner is a loose term, but like if if I bring, like, if I do something like that pivotal, like my compensation needs to be
of course,
adjusted
of course, I definitely want to get paid more. So, like I said, don't have me out here watching cars.
So to me, title isn't what matters. The compensation is what matters.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could still be staff, but if you pay me like the $20,000 or whatever, then yeah, I'm okay being staff.
Nah. If I bump yours from 6, if we was working watching cars together and you only had 6 and I went out and I helped you get 100 a month, don't have me out here watching cars because you're not watching cars alone. Like neither one of us should be watching cars, and the benefit is you're now the owner with more customers, and I may just be behind the scenes running your ad campaign, which probably what I should have been doing from the beginning. Like, so yeah, like that's how I view it. Like I don't need equity when you grow to sell this thing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to look out for me. Just make sure I'm not on the line watching cars no more.
And I feel like if it got to something that big and to a point where it snowballed, then he sell. So if you had a company that's that small, you at 6, you get it to 100, and then with the momentum you build from 100, it grows and grows to the point where it's bought for like $100,000 or something. Like, I don't know.
You ain't gotta look. As this is me as a friend. As a friend, if this is me as a friend helping another friend to help grow their business, like,
as a friend,
only thing I'm entitled to is the money you pay me. That's the only thing I'm entitled to. I'm not entitled to anything else.
So as a friend who helped you, like, increase the profitability of your business like by 1,000 times, and to the point where it can get bought for 100, 200,000, like, I'm not saying I should get a big ass chunk, but bro, I need a chunk. Like I need a chunk because like I said, because like not to downplay anything, but say if I was there and then like if after me getting there got to the point where neither of us have to wash cars anymore, and then it got to the point where do the stuff that I'm doing as well as you're doing, I'm sure, to make it be sold, like for you to just be like, well, gee, you know what? You've been like great. I'm glad you got me to this point. Here's your last check. Like, nigga, like.
I will hope that you have friends that wouldn't do that to you.
Bro, I hope so too.
I'm saying, out of the gracious, for me, I don't look for that. Now, if I had somebody that came on that helped me out to that degree or whatever, and they didn't want any kind of ownership, and I sold something or whatever for X amount of dollars, yeah, I'm gonna scratch you up. Hey, good looking, you helped me out. Here's, damn near 30, 40, almost 50% of what I sold for or whatever. Because you were here from the ground up. I appreciate you or whatever. But like, again, that's my sole discretion to make that decision. I shouldn't be like, I feel like as a friend, you shouldn't be that entitled to everything. Like it's like I said, you're only entitled to like your hourly wage or the monthly or the weekly or whatever. That's you're entitled to. See, and now, whatever they do above and beyond that is out of the gracious, out of your friend's heart.
And see, and that's the thing though. You hope that you hope that your friends would do you right, but you, like I said, but you don't know. So that's why and that's kind of like what Rory and Ma was saying. Like, you don't know what they're like, how much. Like, so they say they were entitled to a percentage over whatever percentage of profit, and they just wanted to make sure that it was getting the right percentage. I mean, they was getting the right amount.
Right.
And shit. Like, I would just hope. I don't know.
See, but to me, that's a little tricky, because I understand what Joe is saying, and I also understand what Roy and Ma is saying. Where like Joe is like, so the analogy they used that like really hit me over the head was, is like, say you got a girl, say not your current girlfriend, but hypothetical situation. You got a girl, right? And this girl is accusing you of cheating. You know you're not cheating, but she's like, I don't care. Let me see your phone. And he's like, I'm not letting you see it. You're like, I'm not letting you see my phone. I'm not showing you my phone. So the girl is like, I'm not gonna trust you again. I don't believe you until you show me your phone. And you're like, well, if I show you my phone, the trust is totally broken. Like if me giving you my phone is going to resolve whatever's in your heart, if I have to go to that extreme, this bond is broken. If you just don't, if you don't trust me, don't believe me, then whatever. And that was the one that kind of got me, because I'm like, that's legit. Like, if I have to go to that extreme to show you my phone to prove to you that I'm not cheating, when you have it, you haven't seen me with no girl, you haven't talked to no girl, nobody's telling you this, you just got a feeling. And you think the phone is going to solve it, where on my end, that's going to break it. You know what I mean? So with them, Roy and Ma were asking Joe to see, the books, the accounting, see his personal contract with Spotify. And he's like, well, legally I can't show you because that's legally binding or whatever. And if anything got out because of y'all being mad at me, I could be sued. So no, I'm not showing you for that reason. But also, I'm not showing you because you asking me and you feel like this is going to be the end all be all. But for me, that's going to break our trust, that you went to this extreme to see if I was lying to y'all about money, and I'm not lying to y'all. Like, that I understand both sides.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
Like, you want your heart settled. Like, yo, I just want to make sure, because my contracts say I get X amount of dollars, I get X percentage off everything that come through here. And I just want to make sure I get a percentage
of profit. So
yeah.
And then, because I was watching Academics.
Yeah.
Which I prefer to both of them niggas. But
Act is fun. I cannot watch Act, but Act is funny.
Act is funny. And so he was saying that he had a profit partnership with a Complex. He was on Complex, saying that he got a percentage of whatever profit was made. But by him doing that, he actually missed out. He missed out on about $100,000, he said. Oh. Because Complex would take the money from like that show and they would put that money into like other shows also. So the profit on it was less because it was count towards everything else.
Right. So yeah, like I said, it sucks, man. It sucks to see a friendship like break down like that.
I want to see Joe Budden and Act back together now. So.
Oh, I could definitely see them back together.
Oh, definitely.
They're gonna have something.
Definitely, and I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, they're gonna have someone on the rise soon, and like I said, let us know. That's the big question on my heart, because like I said, that's just something. As somebody that like, again, I'm always thinking of ways to quit my job.
Mm-hmm.
So
me too.
Like when I sit back and I think, and I'll be like, I'm a very like when I think about the things I want to do and how to break them down or whatever. Like my vision stretches long and like pause. But like my vision goes long or whatever. And like I don't see anybody. I don't like intertwining people that can like potentially try to move the vision when it's like, no, that's not what this is. This is this. So,
and that's probably something we can talk about on the next episode is like how to navigate like a business partnership.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we had a minute 10. We talking to our music time. So.
Yeah. All right, what you got?
No, we didn't talk into it. It's gone.
Oh, this nigga.
It's gone.
This nigga.
It's an hour 10.
Whatever, man. But anyway, that's it. We out of here, man.
Yeah. Hopefully we have a special podcast for him next week.
I hope so. We'll see how things go. See if we can work this thing out. But if y'all don't get one, it's because we in Chicago enjoying our girlfriends, enjoying life.
Mm-hmm.
Go get vaccinated if you want to get vaccinated.
Right.
That's not my decision for y'all to. That's not my whatever. Y'all get what I'm saying. If you want to get vaccinated, go get vaccinated. I pray for you. If you don't want to get vaccinated, mask up. Be cautious.
For sure. Facts.
All right, man. Y'all be safe out here.
All right, man. Catch y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.